What if you arrived at work one day, only to find that your colleagues had vanished without a trace? Imagine the bewilderment, the fear, the uncertainty. Now, transpose that scenario onto a remote, wind-battered Scottish archipelago, the Flannan Isles. Add in a lighthouse, the last outpost of civilization against the wild North Atlantic. The Flannan Isles Keeper disappearance is a real-life enigma that has baffled the world for over 100 years. This is the chilling reality that confronted the relief keeper who arrived at the Flannan Isles Lighthouse on December 26, 1900. On the 15th of December 1900, all seemed normal at the Flannan Isles Lighthouse. The lighthouse, perched precariously on the edge of the unforgiving Atlantic Ocean, was home to 3 dedicated keepers: James Ducat, Thomas Marshall, and Donald MacArthur. Life at the lighthouse was routine, bordering on monotonous. The keepers' daily tasks included maintaining the light, recording weather observations, and repairing any damage caused by the relentless sea and wind. Their days were punctuated by the rhythmic pulse of the lighthouse beam, a beacon of safety for the ships braving the treacherous waters. The final known communication from the lighthouse came on this very day, December 15th. In their log entries, the keepers detailed routine maintenance work and the day's weather conditions. Nothing seemed amiss. The weather, though typically unpredictable and severe on the Flannan Isles, was described as calm that day. The entries ended, as usual, with no hint of the chilling fate that awaited the 3 men. The Flannan Isles are notorious for their severe weather. Perched on the edge of the Atlantic, they bear the brunt of tempestuous storms, monstrous waves, and howling gales. This harsh climate was a constant challenge for the keepers, who had to ensure the lighthouse remained operational, come rain, shine, or storm. However, on that December day, the weather was uncharacteristically calm. The seas were quiet, the winds gentle. It was almost as if nature itself was holding its breath, waiting for the storm to come. But the men were not perturbed. They had weathered many a storm before, and were prepared for what the Atlantic might throw at them. They ended their day as they had countless times before, safe within the thick stone walls of the lighthouse, the light casting long shadows as it swept across the darkening seas. Little did they know that these mundane moments were to be their last. The 3 lighthouse keepers had no idea that this would be their last known contact with the outside world. Fast forward to December the 26th, the day the relief keeper arrived on the island. As the winter sun rose over the Flannan Isles, a sense of anticipation filled the air. The relief keeper, a man known for his punctuality, had been rowing towards the island since the crack of dawn. He was expecting to be greeted by the sight of his fellow keepers waving from the lighthouse tower. But as he neared the shore, a chilling realization dawned on him. The lighthouse was eerily silent, its usual beacon of light extinguished. With a sinking feeling in his gut, the relief keeper hurried up the winding path to the lighthouse. He found the door unlocked. Stepping inside, he was met with an unsettling sight. The place was deserted. Oddly, there were no signs of a struggle, no indication of a hasty departure. It was as if the keepers had simply vanished into thin air. The relief keeper's eyes fell on the kitchen table, where 3 meals lay untouched. The fire in the hearth had long since burned out, leaving behind a cold emptiness. It was clear that the keepers had been expecting to return, but for reasons unknown, they never did. Moving through the lighthouse, the relief keeper noticed something else that sent chills down his spine. The logbook, usually filled with meticulous notes about the weather and daily operations, was missing several entries. The last entry was from December 15th, a full 10 days before his arrival. He searched the entire lighthouse, hoping to find a clue, a note, anything that could explain the keeper's sudden disappearance. But there was nothing. No sign of a struggle, no sign of foul play, no sign of the 3 men who were supposed to be there. With the mystery deepening, the relief keeper could do nothing but stare at the abandoned lighthouse, the untouched meals, and the missing log entries. The keepers had disappeared without a trace, leaving behind a mystery that would puzzle investigators for years to come. With no sign of foul play, the only clues to the keeper's fate were the untouched meals on the table and the missing log entries. The Northern Lighthouse Board launched an immediate investigation into the strange disappearance. The board, tasked with the safety of navigation and the well-being of the mariners in Scottish and Manx waters, was confronted with an enigma. What could have happened to the keepers on that isolated island? The first part of the investigation focused on the weather conditions. Records showed that the region had been hit with a severe storm. The seas were treacherous and the winds were so powerful that they whipped the waves into a frenzy. But the puzzling part was that the storm hadn't hit until several days after the last reported sighting of the keepers. Could the men have anticipated the storm and been caught in a sudden, unexpected surge? Next, the investigators turned their attention to the state of the lighthouse and equipment. Everything was in perfect working order. The lamp was clean, its wick trimmed. The oil supply was ample. The mechanism of the clockwork that rotated the light was in its place. But there were signs of a hasty departure. The door to the lighthouse was locked from the outside. The beds were unmade, and a meal was left uneaten, as if the men had been interrupted mid-bite. The most chilling finding was the missing oilskins. Oilskins, heavy waterproof garments, were crucial protective gear for lighthouse keepers, especially in harsh weather. One set was found in its usual place, but the other two were missing. The absence suggested that two of the keepers had left the lighthouse without their oilskins, a reckless act in such a severe climate. Why would they do such a thing? What could have compelled them to rush out into the elements unprepared? The investigation concluded with more questions than answers, leaving the fate of the lighthouse keepers a mystery. The Flannan Isles case remains one of the most perplexing, unsolved mysteries of maritime history. Despite the exhaustive investigation, the fate of the three seasoned keepers remains shrouded in mystery, speculation, and intrigue. Over the years, many theories have been proposed to explain the disappearance. These theories range from the plausible to the downright bizarre, each with its own unique twist on the tale. One of the more popular theories is that of a rogue wave. Proponents of this theory suggest that a massive wave, unpredicted and unanticipated, swept the keepers into the sea, erasing any trace of their existence. However, while the sea around the Flannan Isles can indeed be treacherous, there is no direct evidence to support this theory. No records of unusually high tides or severe storms were reported around the time of the disappearance. Another theory, darker and more chilling, is that of a murder-suicide pact among the keepers. Some speculate that isolation and the harsh conditions led to a breakdown in relations, resulting in a tragic end. Yet this theory too lacks substantiation. The keepers were experienced, having spent considerable time at sea, and were known to be of sound mind. Then there are the theories that venture into the realm of the fantastical. One such theory suggests an alien abduction. Yes, you heard it right, extraterrestrial beings swooping down on the Flannan Isles and spiriting away the keepers. As intriguing as this theory may be, it is unsurprisingly devoid of any corroborating evidence. Each of these theories, while imaginative, is ultimately just that, a theory. They offer possible explanations, attempts to make sense of the inexplicable. But the truth remains elusive. There are no witnesses, no definitive clues, no smoking gun. In the end, the mystery of the Flannan Isles keepers remains just that, a mystery. A tale of three men alone on a remote island who vanished without a trace, a story that continues to captivate us, to intrigue us, and to remind us of the power and unpredictability of the sea. While these theories offer possible explanations, they all lack concrete evidence, leaving the mystery unsolved. More than a century later, the Flannan Isles keeper disappearance remains one of history's most baffling, unsolved mysteries. The enduring fascination with this case is a testament to our human curiosity, our ceaseless quest for answers. This mystery, wrapped in layers of uncertainty and intrigue, has seeped into the realm of popular culture, capturing the imaginations of authors, filmmakers, and artists alike. From haunting novels that weave tales of ghostly figures to gripping thrillers that delve into the realm of the supernatural, the Flannan Isles' keeper disappearance has served as a captivating muse. The enigma of the missing keepers has inspired countless works of fiction, each attempting to piece together the puzzle in their own unique way. But it's not just the realm of fiction that's drawn to this enduring mystery. Documentaries and investigative pieces continue to explore the myriad possibilities, attempting to shed light on the inexplicable disappearance. The case has become a symbol of the unknown, a reminder of the vast, untamed power of the sea and the secrets she harbors. As we ponder the fate of the three keepers, we are reminded that sometimes reality can be stranger than fiction. The sea keeps her secrets well, and the Flannan Isles' keeper disappearance remains one of her most intriguing mysteries. We're left in awe, wondering, theorizing, and perhaps that's the allure, the enigma that keeps this story alive, more than 100 years later.